Hello everyone, today I'm working on a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is the GT Spider. It has the 3.0 liter motor in it, and I'm having a no start issue. The person that owns this car told me that they were driving and it just automatically died out one day, and then she said she added oil to it and it magically started up. So that's all I have to go off of. There's oil all over the top of the motor. I think that maybe the oil cap got left off, but I'm not sure that's relevant to the issue. So here I'm going to try to start it and show you exactly what it's doing. So it's just cranking, and that's all it has been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and start testing some more stuff, and hopefully I figure this out, and I will definitely share what I find. Alright everyone, so here I have a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is the convertible Spider GT. It has the 3.0 liter motor. You can find this motor in some other Kias and Hyundai Santa Fe's. But what I was having as a problem was come out here, try to start the car, and it would just crank endlessly. So to keep it super quick and simple, I did a bunch of testing, tested for spark right off the bat, tested for compression, checked my spark plugs. If you come over here to your electrical panel underneath your hood, this relay right here is to your fuel pump, and here these three relays, you'll want to look at your wiring diagram. I'll post one on this video and it'll tell you what all these do and what they go to. You'll want to pay attention to those three relays. You may not have to do anything with them, but if you're having a fuel issue, which seems to have been my case, you'll want to look into those. So all the symptoms I was having were in accordance to like the crankshaft position sensor going bad, and I have replaced those, and they're a bit of a pain in the ass to do, but my problem ended up being at the fuel pump. So what we'll do here is I'll show you. So if you remove your rear seat, you just pull these out right here, one on each side, and lift up on the seat. This whole back seat will just come out very easily. And what I did was, there are 3 or 4 Phillips screws holding down this cover here. This is covering your fuel pump. I pulled this off. I was testing the fuel pump, and I was contemplating replacing it because I was getting no fuel. And then as I was testing things back here, I noticed when I disconnected the wiring harnesses going to the fuel pump, I'm gonna see if I can get a view of this over here, but this gray one right here had a pin that was completely corroded and black. I removed the pin and I cleaned it with emery cloth, and then I added some dielectric grease to it, and ended up reinstalling the pin and plugging everything back in. It took me about 3 or 4 times to reconnect it properly, and it seems to be pretty solid now. First thing you'll want to do is, if you come down here, there's this tab on each side. You basically just pull it forward and lift the seat up, and it will release this side, and then do the same thing to that side over there. This whole seat will just come straight up and out, and it's very simple to remove. Same procedure for putting it back. It'll just snap into those clips here. So in order to pull off the cover for the fuel pump, it is just 4 Phillips screws that you need to take off of each corner. And then if you have a tool like this, this works really well for getting these fasteners off. These fasteners are, they will just break if you try to pull the wire itself up. So you'll want a tool like this if you want to reuse these fasteners. Next thing you'll want to do is you'll pull this up, and then you'll be able to push in on the tabs. There's no red locking tabs that keep these harnesses in. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to, but the type that slide sideways. You have two. Only thing you have to do is push here, and that will release this tab here, and then pull it out. Same thing with this side over here. You have this one on the back side here. So you'll push that in. What I wanted to show you is there was a metal prong. I don't know if you can tell right there. See how that's sort of discolored right there? This here, I pulled this out of there. It is completely cooked. So it just was sitting in place there. So basically what you're looking at here is this here goes into the fuel pump here. It goes right down in that dark looking hole there. So this piece should be nice and pretty, but it obviously has been overheated. So I'm going to actually try to clean this and see if I can get it to lock back in place, and then I will put it back. But the only other alternative to replacing this or to repairing this problem is probably going to be to replace that fuel pump. So I am going to try to clean this just for the sake of seeing if that actually works. And if it does, that'll be awesome. If not, not a huge deal. These are pretty simple and straightforward to replace, and we will go from there.